ESN Late Night, episode 33. As always, guys, I'm your host, Hype. What's going on, Creeper?
Not much, man. Went to the casino tonight. Was not a good night. Past that now. Just ready to get the show done here.
Apparently we don't have sound, if you want to check that out. You guys hear us now?
All right. Apparently we good now.
Okay, there we go. We're good to go. Sorry about the guys. Really quick, Creeper said he's good. Odd Sice will probably not be joining us tonight. I don't know where he's at. I think he's at work. He is back from the multiplayer reveal of COD Ghosts, but I don't know what his plans are. He's probably working, things like that. So whatever. But we are, like I said, joined by Creeper. As always, tonight we will be joined by Aches. He's gonna talk out a little bit. He's gonna speak his mind. Probably give us a little Professor Aches, like normal. Um, really quick, is there any chance you could turn up the volume a bit more? Awesome. All right, guys. So yeah, if you guys don't know, Marshall is not with us tonight. He sadly couldn't make it. He's on vacation. So we are trying out Moyer for our producer for the night. So yeah, should be good. He'll probably be with us for a few days. Um, so yeah, like I said, we're gonna be joined by Ace. He's gonna be speaking his mind, talking about some things he wants to talk about, and we're also gonna talk some Call of Duty with Ego, and then he's gonna do some icons credit giveaways. They did pass 100,000 followers or 100,000 site members, I'm sorry. So congratulations to them. So they're doing some giveaways, and they wanted to come here and do a few of those. What else? ESN Late Night may be coming to a close, guys. It's our 33rd episode today. However, with school starting up and all of our schedules, I don't know if it's still going to be ESN Late Night or not. We are still going to be having a show. The name may change, but it's pretty much going to be the same basic idea, guys. It'll probably still be me and Creeper and Max if Max is free, depending on the time he may be working. But yeah, so we are still going to have a show. It's probably going to be maybe around 9:30 or 10 instead of
Yeah, guys.
11:30.
It's
So
still gonna be right around this time frame. It's just not gonna be the 11:30s, the 2 o'clock ones we've had. It's not gonna be anything like that. Yeah, we're just gonna rename the show and redo the times.
yeah,
But if news does break at 2 o'clock, expect us to drag our asses out of bed. Come on and talk about it.
yeah. If we are awake, we'll probably get out of bed and talk about it like normal. So I know my mic's messing up a little bit, guys. I'm having some issues with my Astro cables. I'm gonna figure that out. But anyway, what we're gonna do, we're gonna get Aches and Ego in here, and then we'll continue our discussion. So make
Are
sure
they
you
good
guys
right now?
tweet the stream,
Are they good?
and yeah, they're good. So make sure you guys tweet the stream, and we'll be right back after this break.
Ghosts.
Welcome back to ESN Late Night, episode 33. We are joined by Aches. Not sure where Ego is. I'm sure he'll join up a little bit later tonight. Maybe mix up the time, something like that. We'll figure it out and get him in here as soon as possible. But Aches, how you doing, man?
Hey man, how you guys doing? I'm back again. I think it's like a third night in a row. No problem.
Basically a co-host now.
Yeah,
More than
just a little
Oslice
bit,
is
a little
here.
bit.
Oh man. So yeah, the title right now, guys. Aches speaks out. He's gonna kind of go on a little bit of a rant and just talk about some stuff. So we'll kind of sit back and let Aches talk about what he wants to talk about. So go with Aches.
All right, so I mean, I've been paying attention to a lot of Twitch chats and a lot of Twitter and just stuff over the past couple of days, especially since we got back from UMG, and like, it's just some things have really started to bother me. Like, everyone's like, "Oh, Complexity's winning because of this," and they'll list like Adderall or whatever, and it's just like. It's not. Like, if you look at us compared to other teams, and it's not even just a selfish argument. I'm not even talking about just our team. I'm just talking about why teams are going to be successful in Call of Duty or just competitive gaming in general. Like, let's say, we get in every time a day before the event starts. We get in normally on Thursday. Um, and on Thursday, we'll like hang out, we'll talk to people, socialize a little bit. But I mean, we're not doing anything stupid. We're not drinking, we're not smoking, we're not partying. Like that's not my biggest issue here. Is especially for pro players. Like we are paid, most of us, to fly out to play at this event. Like, why would you come to a gaming event to socialize and party? Why is that your main thing? Like, oh, I'm going to MLG, whatever. I'm gonna party and drink and smoke. Like, you can do that at home. Like, you're being flown out by your respected organization to to compete and play and win. And I mean, like, we get in a day before the event on Thursdays, and like we hang out. That's why we socialize. That's where we see everybody, and then we get a full night's of rest. Like all night on Thursday night, going into Friday. Assuming we play on Friday. If not, it'd be like the same thing for Saturday. We go to sleep, and then we wake up and we get up and we eat breakfast and we warm up and we play. And like, I'm not even saying I'm mad people are discrediting like us, but it's like we're coming here to win. We get up, we eat a full breakfast, and then we go and warm up. We're at the venue. We never leave the venue. We stay there. We watch other teams play. Like, I guess we give everything that we want into it for the event. We're here for the event. That's it. And like I've seen a lot of pros just like not. And it's just like I'm wondering like why? Like why are you going to an MLG event or a gaming event or whatever to party and socialize? Like sure, do that on Thursday and or I guess not even Thursday, but Sunday after the event's over, Like that's when we do it, when after we've already won, after or not necessarily winning, but after the event's over and it's like done. Like every day before that, we literally hang out with each other. Like Friday, Saturday, and I guess that's it. Those 2 days, like we're hanging out with each other. That's it. Like us five, we hang out, we eat together, we whatever, we go to sleep, we wake up, eat breakfast, and we go move on to the next day. Like we don't party and do all this shit. Like why? You're going to a gaming event. Why are you doing that? Like you're being, especially I'm aiming at pro teams and not even just pro teams, but people who should be not necessarily should be pros, but should be focusing on their shit. Like I can hang out with my friends at home. I can drink. I can party at home. Like why would I go to a gaming event on somebody else's dime to do that? Like you're going to an event, you need to be focused. One goal, like playing the best you're gonna play. You're not gonna do that by partying every day and hanging out late and staying up, hanging out with your friends or whatever. Like it just doesn't make sense to me, and I'm tired of seeing it, and I'm tired of seeing people discredit what we're doing when it's like, no, like we're gonna go there and we're gonna be the nerdiest people there and we're gonna win. Like that's the point. Like none of us care to hang out, well, not necessarily hang out with everybody, but like we don't care to stay up late and drink on nights where we have games the next day. Like it's just not worth it, and I don't understand why other people do it. Um, and like literally, this is why we win. Like we literally get there, we sleep a full night the entire time. Every day we get a full night's rest. Every single day during an event. Then we eat breakfast every day. We warm up every day. We get there before our games in a good amount of time every day. And and it pisses me off seeing other teams not because it's like like again, you're being flown out, paid. Most of your travel's covered. Just come out here and play a video game. Why are you like throwing it away? I mean, I don't understand it from like another competitor's standpoint, I guess. And it's a lot of things that you guys don't see, and like I do, or just competitors in general recognize. And like I'm not talking about one person. I can promise you that there's multiple people and there's multiple teams. But the reason I care is because I see people discrediting what we're doing. Because it's like when we're the only people coming here, in my opinion, right now, like I've literally seen every team. We're the only team coming here with full blown mindset of winning the event, focusing on the event only. And it's like we're pro gamers, man. Like this is what everyone should be doing. And it's annoying not just to see, but to see other people talking about why we're winning in the wrong way. Because it's like, yeah, it's public knowledge. Dude, Clayster takes Adderall. That's public knowledge. He has a prescription. He has ADD or ADHD. One of them. Like it's so annoying. And it's like we're coming here to win. That's it. We're preparing properly. But I mean, every team prepares, I guess. But it's like, what's the point of preparing your gameplay when you go to an event and you don't even focus on winning. You're focused on having fun. And it's like, I don't know about other people, but winning is the funnest part of going to an event. There's nothing better, or not even just winning the event, but winning the game, or just like multiple games versus teams or whatever. But like, I mean, I just want to say that because I see so many teams doing it, especially at I said about to say Chicago, especially at Atlanta. They really like brought it out of my eyes, and I was just like, wow, like teams aren't even here warming up. Like they don't even care. Like we were playing anyway. We were fighting any way we could the days before to warm up. Like UMG Atlanta was packed, guys. Like stations were never open hardly, but like any way we could to warm up or whatever, we were playing before. Um, before our winter bracket finals match, like we literally sat there and played a free for all versus bots and got up to like 400 kills just playing and hanging out with each other. Like I just feel like people are discrediting what we're doing when it's like, in my opinion, we're the only teams going to events and actually winning, or not winning, but focusing on winning. And that bothers me from another competitor standpoint, just because we're all here with one goal, and we're not. It's not like, and I guess it's a big deal because we're not paying for our own travel. Like even other teams, like pro players take it for granted. Like they're not paying for their own travel most of the time, and they're just like, oh, it's not my money. If I don't win, I don't really care. I'm here to have fun. But it's like, why? That's, in my opinion, when you're a pro gamer, let's say, just a pro gamer. So this is the only talking about pro gamers. If you don't go to events and win money, like it makes you not. I don't want to say loser. That's not what I mean. Like pro gamers get ragged on for being gamers, whatever, all the time for being like nerds and losers. But like when we're making money, it changes it. So if you're going to an event and not coming out of it on top, it makes that stereotype. And like um whoever in the chat saying I'm talking about Optic, this has nothing to do with Optic. I haven't been to the past like 2 events. This has nothing to do with them. I'm talking about like teams that are going and just taking their options or their chances for granted by, oh yeah, let's hang out late, stay up every night, party and drink. It's like, dude, if you only can express that at one weekend at a gaming event, then you have more problems to worry about. Um, so yeah, I mean, mainly that's what I wanted to talk about. Is that I'm tired of seeing us get discredited for like stupid ass shit like, oh they only take Adderall, it's the only reason they win. They like rigged and shit, whatever. Like, oh, they got a good bracket. Like, no, we're just, in my opinion, the only team right now going to events with one mindset to win. I'll be honest with you. I don't think any of my teammates from Friday, Saturday, or Sunday hang out with anybody else but us. Like we go there, we hang out with each other. I mean, literally Thursday we say what's up to people, everybody. Like that's the first day everybody got there. We say what's up, hang out, whatever, and then we go back, we go to sleep, and then it's game time. Friday, hang out with each other. Saturday, we hang out with each other. We go to sleep on time. We get breakfast on time. We eat. We warm up. We prepare. Like I don't understand why people are not only discrediting us, but like taking what they're doing for granted.
No, and I mean, it comes down to it also that sponsors let it happen. Like, I don't know if they don't know about it or if they just turn their back because the publicity that they get from it is enough, I guess. Because everyone who goes to an event knows it happens.
Yeah, no,
There's
yeah,
no doubting that.
And some sponsors obviously are different than others, but I mean, with us, it really doesn't have to do with sponsor wise. I mean, before we picked up X, I mean, we were on a pretty good track of it, um, of of preparing and hanging out with ourselves and being smart about what we're doing. And then we picked up X, it kind of went to overhaul because I mean, for X at least, like when he's been a pro gamer, he's played or competitive gaming for 10 years. He's made good money playing. Um, but back in the day, like sponsors didn't pay your travel everywhere you went, and I know X, like he had to pay his travel to every event he went to, and like it mattered then. Like you went hard as fuck. You prepared as much as possible. You did everything you could to come out on top. And like now, I just see people getting the pros. This is who I'm mainly talking to, getting their travel paid for and just taking it for granted, not caring.
Yeah, I mean, Hype, do you have anything you want to touch on with that real fast?
I mean, it's obvious that a lot of players go and party, and it's like, I know they're going to have a good time, and that's fine, but you're there to play, you're there to win. You're not there to get drunk and smoke and
Like
Well,
why
I think
can't you
Ake's
do that at home?
yeah,
You know,
well, I think Ake's problem, the whole thing is if a sponsor or somebody else is going to give you thousands of dollars to go compete, that's what you need to do. I mean, you're throwing their money away if you're out getting drunk and then the next day you can't perform.
yeah. And guys, this isn't anyone about anyone specific. It's just in general.
If you guys have ever been to an event, I mean, it's not one person, it's not one player. I'd say it's like 60 or 70% of everybody does it.
and what bothers me the most is when I see a team get knocked out in winners bracket, and let's say that they don't have to play till tomorrow or something, and they're like, "Oh, we're in losers bracket. Fuck, like who cares, man? Let's just go get whatever. I don't care." Like, what kind of attitude is that? Especially like being a pro gamer, like everyone knows, dude. You can come back. Like I think Optic in 2011, they got knocked out like round. They got the worst in pool play, and they came back through losers bracket at MLG Columbus and won the tournament. Like what is what does losers bracket have to do with anything? And I see that a lot, like a lot, a lot. When they get knocked in the losers bracket, they just stop caring. And in a chat, someone said, "Why care? It's how they want to live. Let them be." Well, it's not how they want to be. You're going to an MLG. If they do that on their own time, then sure. Like, why? Who would? Who? I don't care. But they're doing that on someone else's dime. Not only that, but technically they're not on their own time. Like they're pro gamers for a reason. They're being picked up by sponsors for a reason to be the best and go to events and perform, not to go to events and party and hang out and have fun. Like I don't get it.
Yeah.
I agree completely. I mean, I don't see a team like Envy doing that, but I know in the
I mean,
past there has been
you'd be
problems with certain
surprised.
teams.
You'd
Yeah.
be surprised at who does it, and
Well,
who
yeah,
doesn't.
absolutely. Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it sucks to see, and it kind of just makes me mad because those same people discredit what we do when it's just like, man, open up, open your eyes. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I mean, it's a weird situation because a lot of people don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. Like people in the chat are like, just leave them be. They want to do that. That's fine. But I know you guys don't want to hear that, but it's just it's the truth. Like especially in the business world, if your company sends you out on a business trip, and you get there on Friday, and your meeting is until Saturday morning, you can't just go party all night Friday and expect to wake up and be completely good to go on Saturday. It just doesn't happen. It's a weird situation.
No, they don't censor. They think it's all just about going out and having fun and making some money. Exactly what I'm not going to name names, but a lot of people think about it.
And since you said I don't think many gamers take gaming this serious, it doesn't have anything to do with gaming at this point. It's like you're going to a gaming event. Like what are you doing? You're not going out to like another city to go to a big party. Like you're going to a gaming event. You're with a bunch of gamers, like for one reason.
I think what he's trying to stress is that the players at the events, instead of doing what you guys do and focus on winning, they want to have fun, priority number one, and then winning and stuff like that priority.
Well, that's what I don't get. Like, what do you do every other weekend? If the only time you can ever have fun is at one gaming tournament. That shouldn't be where you have fun at. That should be where you handle business. You go there you want to win. You've been like most of these teams play like hours and hours every day to prepare for this event. Why blow it?
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
that's
like
what gets me.
they sit at home partying on the regular weekends, and or they sit at home gaming on the regular weekends. In the
Well,
event, they just party.
the best part is when like people don't party at home on their own free time, and they come here and they're like party animals. Like that's just what I don't get, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And somebody said sponsors only care about their logo being on the jerseys and things like that. But honestly, aches if Complexity found out that you guys were out drinking and then it affected your performance and you finished like fourth or something. I'm pretty sure you guys would end up being dropped.
It wouldn't even matter if it affected our performance. Like just the fact of doing it matters. Like I can't really say drinking because I mean if
Well,
we're
yeah,
old
I'm
enough
just
to
saying in
drink
general. Yeah.
that changes it. But like I mean yeah like it's all image. It has nothing to do with our performance. Like if we're affecting the image, like I mean I'm not gonna call out Killa just because Killa's like a player who I guess reps himself more than anybody. But like throwing like a name like it's why Epsilon dropped them. I mean, they're risky players. Like if they can't maintain their attitudes and maintain their image of how they do things, like it has repercussions more than just oh we're gonna drop you as our team. It makes you just look bad, and that affects Call of Duty because I mean Call of Duty on especially on YouTube is huge. Call of Duty in general is huge. Like there should be more sponsors in Call of Duty that there are, and like when like especially people can just come in and like let's say a sponsor can come in and just kind of go to an event like could be even a big sponsor like let's just throw this out there. Let's say it probably would never happen like this. Let's say like Samsung sent like a representative to an event just to see how it went, how shit went down, like whatever. And like you see like a bunch of players in the lobby just like partying, drinking, underage drinking, like it looks bad, especially when it's the pros. Like that's where it really tips me off. It's just because like most of the time we're being paid to do this, and like people just take advantage of it.
Yeah. And Sensor said that like if you take it too serious and you overthink it, you're gonna do bad. But like people
That's
gotta
apparently
understand
not the
that.
case.
Yeah, right.
Like
Nah, censor
people,
like
people.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Basically, what I was saying is like it looks like from what Aches is saying is they're taking this 100% as business. That's the only thing they're worried about, and we all know a lot of people don't do that. And then with their recent success, a lot of people are making up excuses, things like that. And that's where this all started from him.
It has nothing to do with mentally taking it too serious. Censor like we go to sleep, we get 8 hours like every night at an event. Every night we eat properly. Like we don't do stupid shit. We don't drink stupid shit. Like we eat properly. We go to sleep every night. We get there on time. We warm up. Like that's every event we go to. We
Guys,
Hold on,
really,
this expert kid in the chat. What
I know I was
exactly?
about to address that.
What are you referring to as being biased here? Tell me the benefits of going out the night before a tournament and getting drunk and staying out till 4 or 5 in the morning. If there are
Especially
benefits
because
to that, let
hold
me
up.
know.
Especially because half of the kids doing it, our chances are under the age of 21. So the
yeah, that's
fact that
another
you're
thing
gonna
too.
go to an event, waste money, and do something completely legal while you're there, how is that being biased? Like I don't, whatever. I'm not gonna. It's
I mean, it's
pointless.
people like that in the community that just don't understand because all the gaming are friends. Okay, great, they're friends at events, but you understand you are there for one reason and one reason only. That's to win. If you paid for your whole trip there, go do what you want. That's your money. Do whatever you want to do. But if somebody else is paying for you to go out there, you shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff.
Experts. Let me address something you just said. You just said they are giving exposure. Man, like if you think Complexity cares that we go to an event and wear their jersey and go home and get 12th place, do you think they're happy? Just because people saw their jersey. It has nothing to do with that. There's no exposure from that. What? Fucking 300 people that were in the venue saw their jersey? That does nothing, man. It has nothing to do with exposure. That's not exposure. That's bad exposure.
Yeah, right. Like sponsors want to see their team on main stage as much as possible. When there's 50,000 people watching a stream, And every few hours, the casters are saying complexity, 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 COL, coal, whatever. That brings exposure. That's the exposure they care about. That finals match and the team winning, all the exposure that goes on Twitter. That's what they want.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go into details on what happened, but everybody should know by now what happened at Anaheim with FaZe. I mean, that situation at that point, it already crossed the line. It was done. That team wasn't going to last, at least with that one player, because of what happened. And that right there could have cost them everything.
Spencer, you seriously don't know? One of their players was underage, and he decided that it was a good decision to.
Come to the tournament beyond drunk. So
Yes. Guys, we're not calling anyone out. It's just, it's the truth. We're just enforcing the fact that
it's people aren't looking at this as a business. A lot of people are just doing this for fun to make some money, but there is potential out there to make a living off of stuff like this.
exactly.
And that's where you have to determine what you want to do.
Yeah. And you guys got to think of it like a business. So, like ESN, we're a business. We send people to events to do coverage. If one of our guys goes out and gets completely drunk on Saturday night at the event, comes in on Sunday, shows up to the event like an hour later than they're supposed to, doesn't do what they're supposed to do, chances are they're going to be dropped. We're not going to keep paying for them to do such a thing. And no, we're not calling anyone out, guys. We're just saying how it is. It's just in general. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if after Sunday and the event is over,
Perfect.
Yeah,
Have fun.
do what you
want
want to do.
I mean, that's when you come there to have fun. Like that's the day you have fun, and it's been like that at gaming events for decades. Like not just I guess a decade. Like Sunday is where you have fun. That's the day you have fun. But like leading up to that, you're not supposed to be there to party and drink and have fun, blah 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 blah, and smoke and do whatever. Like no, especially for players.
How does it? Okay, this guy is still going at it. How does it benefit somebody if the team doesn't get first? You don't have to get first. Do you not think Impact, the last 3 events, hasn't got major publicity for them? They haven't won an event. No, I mean it's all about just getting your name out there.
You guys gotta
And
understand
honestly, if
too,
somebody
like,
comes and says, "Go ahead,"
there's 2 types of publicity. At UMG, Epsilon or Impact got bad publicity, but it's publicity nonetheless. They got a lot of publicity. 222,000 views on that video of Killa going, woo, woo, you check my bank account, zip them up. Like,
And
that's
222,000 people laughed at that video, and I was one of them. And then they were like, "Wow, this dude is an idiot."
exactly. So go ahead, Creeper. Keep going what you're saying.
no, I mean it's basically what you were just saying. I mean, all publicity is good or bad will help you. However, trying to brand yourself like Epsilon is, they can't go to another company and say, "Hey, we're looking for this," and that company's like, "Well, this is the team you represent. We don't want to be behind that."
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if you probably realize how stupid Epsilon feels right now. I mean,
they've all came out and said it. There was a mistake. They wish they wouldn't have done it. I mean, I don't think it was honestly that bad, but in terms, of
it wasn't that bad, but it's just
Yeah.
the fact that
it
like
happened.
250,000 people just saw him acting like an idiot.
Oh,
with an
absolutely.
Epsilon jersey on.
And that doesn't only affect Epsilon, it affects every single brand that was on that jersey.
It's not like Epsilon can go and Photoshop himself out of it and take the name out and be okay with it.
Yeah. But I mean, some of you guys, I know some of you guys are never gonna get it until you have a business mindset on things, and that'll come when you're older. But when you guys think back on little things like this, it makes sense later in life, I'm sure. But, I would sponsor Impact, but that's the thing. You would sponsor Impact if you had the money, but you're not an organization who cares about the name. Like, that's, I don't know, that Nike sponsor, yeah. I mean, when you have a sponsorship with, like, Nike behind you, you don't do anything to mess that up, man.
No, absolutely not.
You know? I don't know.
How many more events is there in Call of Duty? 1, 2.
Like 5.
Okay, so we actually had a list going on. Like, okay,
There's 5,
so
possibly 6.
Yeah.
yeah, so I-49 this weekend isn't a huge event, but still an event. We got
PAX.
PAX. We got UMG Championships. We got
too.
Gfinity. We got ESWC. Yeah, we have a possible surprise MLG event that they keep hinting at. We have a Columbus. Yeah, but that's apparently it's gonna be Ghost.
No, they said Ghost will be there. I don't think that'll be the main game. Hopefully not.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Time will tell. And then if EGL hosts another event this year, man, there's a good what? I don't know what all the prize pools
there's
are
a good
planned to,
between
but
6 and 8 events total. Yeah.
yeah, there could be a
then
good
out of
few
those events,
$100,000.
North American teams are only going to attend MLG Columbus,
Probably, yeah.
ESWC, UMG 20K, Gfinity 2, PAX, and then the possible MLG event that they're keeping confidential for now. But
yeah,
so there's 6 more events to close out this year, right? Yeah, possible Matt and Mac. So that North American team.
Yeah, those are all within the next 2.5 months too. So
right. So it's like I believe I guess it's being confident and being realistic. If teams keep going to events like they are now and not giving a fuck, then we will probably end up this year with a 9P. Because I honestly and truly believe that we're the only team right now going to events wanting to win. Not just wanting to win, I guess everyone wants to win, but doing what it takes to win. So, I mean, I don't know.
It's a hard one. I mean, a lot of people, like I said, don't care, but at the same time, they need to start. Sensor said Quanix win in the next event. They could beat you and beat anyone, or I think we could beat you and beat anyone.
I mean, that's the right attitude. You can't
exactly.
go in and lose.
Dougie, you gotta get out of the open bracket.
Yo, oh man.
Wait, Doug, are you guys going to UMG?
Yeah, they confirmed their attendance today, I think.
Alright, so they'll be at UMG, maybe Gfinity, and MLG Columbus.
Yo, do you think it's gonna hurt UMG the fact that Gfinity is like 2 weeks before and then ESWC is like a week after?
No, it's kind of weird. Gfinity ends on October, I want to say 13th.
13th, yeah.
And that's a Sunday, but teams won't get home until Monday or Tuesday. And then obviously they'd have to go back to Dallas. So I believe, don't quote me, I believe what we're gonna do is at least for TP and Crim is they're gonna go straight to Dallas from Gfinity. And then me and Clay are gonna obviously go home to the East Coast, and then probably go to Dallas. But we're either one of the two. But so yeah, I mean it's really close. And then ESWC is a week and a half after.
Yeah, but ESWC is only gonna have 2 or 3 NA teams.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean going from Gfinity to UMG is gonna be crazy. But I mean I really like that Jeff and the guys at UMG laid out their thing for it'll be a 3-day event, all 4v4. It spreads it out and gives everybody time to not necessarily relax, but like to just chill out and not have everything be so hectic.
Yeah, like the main goal, like when we were having the UMG discussion, one of the main things we wanted to make sure was, in case you don't know, I work for UMG for social media things like that. But anyway, it was kind of like we wanted to make sure there was no split screen, and we wanted to make sure there was no 2 o'clock in the morning, matches again. They wanted to make sure that there was as many, early nights as possible, like being done by 11, things like that. So that way the schedule will be better next time instead of Monday morning at 2 o'clock doing the finals. So
yeah.
I'm really hoping that this Friday night start will really make it easier.
Somebody in the chat just asked a question. It's off topic, of course, but I'd like to know as well. Does anybody know why Optic turned down the PAX invitation?
I can answer that. Puckett sent let's just say Puckett sent a representative from us, Envy, and Optic a group text message saying, "Hey, you guys are the confirmed team, or you guys are the teams that are getting the invitation instead of like the qualifying through pro points. Like it was us, Optic, Envy, and Impact all got in through the spring championships and the college championships like placement performance.
Uh-huh.
And and we said yeah we'd be down, and this is before because before Turtle Beach said we'd have to wear Turtle Beach headsets, so we got it confirmed to where we could wear our respective headsets, and Hex said for Optic no right away, and then Stro and us said yeah. So I don't know. I don't think when I talked to Merc about it, he said he had no idea. So I don't know how that went down, but yeah, apparently Hex just turned down the invitation right away.
Interesting. So what we're gonna do, guys? We've been talking for like almost 45 minutes now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back, continue our discussion about events. I'm gonna see where Ego is. I don't know what he's doing. We'll see if we can get him in here. He's probably playing Minecraft or something like that. So we'll be right back, guys. Tweet the stream, and we'll be back after the quick commercial.
I'm gonna bring up this discussion, not in depth though, but go ahead, hype. We're back live.
Welcome back to ESN Late Night, episode 33, guys. We are still here with Aches. Sadly, I cannot get a hold of Ego. I don't know what he's doing, so I'll see about the icons credit giveaway. I'm gonna see what's going on with it, if we can still do it, or what his deal is. So anyway, Creeper's gonna lead off the discussion, and go ahead, Creeper.
I just want your guys' opinion on it because Optic is, as of right now, the biggest name in Call of Duty. Everybody can agree to that, correct?
Yep.
All right. Do you think their lack of participation in these events, such as UMG, PAX, or anything else in the future, is hurting us in any way, or do you think that everything is still rolling and we'll be just absolutely fine with the growth?
I wouldn't say it necessarily is hurting us, but it isn't putting us a step forward. Kind of just maintaining where we are. We're not growing, you know. Optic, they do have the biggest fan base in Call of Duty. So when they tweet out the stream and when they let their fans know they're participating here, like their fans watch it. And I mean, when they don't participate, they don't really say anything about it. The event doesn't exist in their eyes, I guess. I mean, I know their lack of participation at UMG Atlanta was because Merck had a wedding, but I mean,
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah,
honestly, I mean, their lack of participation at PAX is just questionable. I mean, there was really no reason they couldn't go. Envy's going, so there's no sponsor reason they couldn't go to PAX, so that's questionable. And then whether they participated at Gfinity 2 is going to be another question. But I mean, like I said on ESN the other day, like it really doesn't even, as far as being selfish goes for Optic, like them going to events doesn't even help them anymore. Like it doesn't do anything for them. And I mean, so as far as them being, they look out for them, doing what they're doing is helping them the most. Producing content, tweeting, streaming, shooting. Like that's what helps them. And I mean, I don't really see it being negatively affecting us, but it doesn't positively affect us either.
Yeah, I mean, I think the COD scene will do just fine, with them not participating. However, like you said, their following, their fan base is huge. Um, and if they are attending events and people are watching the stream, even if like 5% of those fans, convert over to competitive, that's a huge step in the right direction for us.
Damn. Okay, really quick, I'm gonna rage a little bit. Guys in the chat, for the last time, we do not hate Optic. I think every single one of us in the chat could agree that pretty much everyone in Optic has an insanely amazing personality. Like, Big Timer is hilarious. He's one of the funniest guys ever. Like, you guys gotta understand, we don't hate them. It's just a point. They're not going to events. You cannot. That's a fact. They didn't go to UMG.
What you guys need to understand is personally, like we're all friends. Like outside of the game, outside of this business world of gaming, like everybody likes each other. That's and like me, like you guys, the hardcore Nature fans, probably like, oh, Nature, like they pushed each other, hate each other, blah, blah. Me and Matt are good friends. Me and Seth, I've known him for longer than any of his Optic teammates have known him, and me and him are good friends. Me and Joey, I've teamed with him a lot. Me and him are good friends. Me and Will have been competitors for a while. Like everyone's good friends, but like just because we question and discuss their business decision and how they treat the gaming world, it has nothing to do with our personal relationship with them.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not about responding to trolls. It's just about because I guarantee it, 15 or 20 people in this chat already have tweeted at Nate Shot or some member of Optic saying, "Oh, ESN is talking about you guys," blah blah blah. I mean, that's not the case. We're just simply bringing up a topic and discussing it. It's nothing along those lines at all.
Yeah, we haven't said anything but facts, guys. They haven't attended UMG. That's a fact. And they're not attending PAX. That's also a fact. So.
Yeah, real quick question about PAX, since you are going. Do you know what the payout system is there? Top three get paid?
I think it's a 10K minimum pool, which I'm not really too sure what that means, but I guess if they go with the bare minimum, it'll be 10K. And knowing how MLG does 10K payouts, first would probably be like 6,000, second would be like 2,000, and then probably like 1,500 for top four.
Yeah, and I believe they're only giving out points to the first place.
Yeah.
No, they're giving out points to top four.
They changed it?
Yeah, it's 5K each per player for first. I think like 2K each for second, 1K each for third, and 500 for fourth.
Oh wow! I didn't know they changed it. That's crazy. Yeah, guys, we know they had a wedding. We said that before, like literally 2 minutes ago.
No, we weren't bashing them. The question just was if Optic is not attending an event, does it hurt us? Or, if they were there, would it help us more? It wasn't saying, oh, they didn't go for this reason. That was just the question.
Yeah. Exactly, and we agree. Optic there would have brought more viewers to the event. It's nothing, but all right, whatever.
That's a proven fact. Absolutely.
Whatever. Haters are haters. Whatever. So yeah, Fallout. We know UMG broke records without them. But we're just saying how many more viewers would they have got if they were there. That's all. Who has 2 thumbs and despises height? This guy. Is that from Scrubs? Sunny the Awesome? You get that from Scrubs? So you're my hero. That's an amazing show. Yeah, he got it. Awesome. That's an amazing show, man. Good stuff. I was watching it last night. But anyway, sorry to go off topic. Aches, you got anything else you want to rant about anything?
No, man. I'm good. I got whatever I had to say out.
Awesome. So I actually do think Godslice is actually here. So let me see if I can get him to call to talk about some ghosts.
It's always good.
Will many North American teams attend Gfinity too? Hopefully we can.
I know we're going 100%. I believe Envy will go 100%. I believe Unite will go 100%.
Damn. They're announcing the first batch of teams this Monday, so.
And then here's the
Yeah,
issue.
they're supposed to do it
Yeah,
Monday,
here's
right?
the issue with Gfinity, guys. Here's the issue with Gfinity. Normally, they only allow teams that are all 18 plus. That's at Gfinity 1. Every team there is 18 years old or plus. And and, and with Impact getting John, I believe John and TK have Jar, who I believe is underage. It complicates a few teams going if they continue their 18-year-old plus rule, which I think they have to. So I mean, assuming Optic goes, there's 4 teams that for sure will attend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people said it's some kind of law over there, but how does EGL get away with it?
Yeah, how do they get away with it?
EGL, I think, you have to sign a parental consent form for EGL.
Yeah, but
So
then
you
the
could do
question
that
is,
for
why
Gfinity.
can't you do it for Gfinity?
I don't know. I think they do it differently, especially the way they pay out.
Yeah, maybe it's because of the amount of money. That's true too.
The prize money, yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, we are joined by Odd Slice. What's going on, Max?
Hey, what's up?
How was work?
Gay? What?
Awesome. Good to hear, man. Glad you enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
So anyway, let's talk about Ghosts. Talk about your whole experience, everything. Just go ahead. You could ramble on for a few about it.
I'm gonna start with this real quick, right? Okay. So guys, if you guys don't know, I was going initially, and then I had to cancel because I thought I couldn't get off from work, and then I got off from work and was able to go again. So I get to the airport, and for you guys don't know, I was flying from New York to Philly, and then had to connect from Philly to LA. After that, then I come back, but I got delayed in New York for a half an hour, which was going to mean that I was going to miss my connecting from Philly to LA. So they rescheduled it to go New York to Philly to Phoenix to LA. So I was like, I guess if I have to do it. But when I got on the plane in New York, I was delayed another half an hour. So I was like, no. So I got to if you guys don't know if you've ever been to Philadelphia International Airport before, it is friggin' huge.
Where's Philadelphia?
What? Where's Philadelphia?
I'm kidding. Yeah,
Pennsylvania?
I go there all the time, dude. We know where it's at.
Yeah. But yeah, it's huge. So I got dropped off at Terminal B, and I had to go all the way to Terminal F to get to my plane for Phoenix. So that was out of the books. So after that, I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to go to LA. I'm going to have to take a flight back to New York because there's only one other flight to LA, which is my Phoenix one. So I go to customer service, and the guy hands me a ticket, and there's a flight behind me. And he goes, here, say you're on this plane and take the ticket. I was like, okay. So at the last call, there was one seat left, and they gave it to me. And if I didn't get that seat, I would have had to go back to New York. But anyway, so Call of Duty Ghosts. Now the reveal was amazing. The first thing I loved about it was the Eminem song. That song was amazing. But the keynote was really cool. I sat next to someone. I was going to sit next to nameless Pac-Man and Fizz, but people, whatever. Anyway, so we were watching. It was cool. They announced some awesome things. I was right behind Hex and Rambo, and as soon as they brought up esports, everyone sat up. And then after they said that more stuff will come in the next week, so everyone just kind of slouched back down. I was like, all right. But watching it was cool. It was a great event. And then the best part, obviously, was that when they go, and everyone in the audience gets a free Prestige Edition. So I was like, yo, look at my bank account. But after that, I'm putting the Tic Tac in my mouth.
How was the actual gameplay? Going back to competitive CODs in the past, what does it feel most similar to?
Okay, so after we left, we got to play. We had 6 hours to play. Now I'm telling him. I'm getting into it.
All right, Boss Nasty, we don't got an hour here.
Okay. So, I played with person. The game feels amazing. It's really fast. Probably the fastest Call of Duty I've ever played. Especially Crown, get a kill and you.
Max, your mic is lagging really bad, man.
Hello?
Are you better?
Can you hear me?
Yes, you were cutting out really bad.
Okay, I don't know what that was. Anyway, Ace is here. Don't worry. So it's really fast paced. The guns all have recoil. Like as far as all the guns that were used, none of them were really, an ACR type of bang 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 straight on type of stuff. But and I'll get to my day with Ava. Don't worry, guys. But Creeper Dance, it was really fast paced. The submachine guns felt great. The overall gameplay felt amazing. Search and rescue is so much fun. That game mode is amazing. What else do you want to know? Like perks, stuff like that?
Okay, so what game was it most like? If you had to pick any Call of Duty so far, what game was you most likely related to?
MW2.
Awesome. That makes me happy.
That's what made me happy. The strike packages from MW3 are back, but the game feels more like MW2. Right. You can't YY though.
Really?
That's really no.
That's upsetting. That's really aggravating.
Like, is the weapon switching just not fast enough, or what?
No, it's the same three where if you had to pull your gun out. You know what I'm saying?
So you can't like switch and do like cancellation. It's not like okay.
Right. And someone said there was no aim assist because we were playing on PC. We were all playing on PC with an Xbox One controller connected.
So there is no YY, guys.
Right.
No YY.
You can turn off the contextual leaning as well. You can actually turn off the leaning feature on the walls.
Damn.
Which is pretty interesting, I thought.
Did you use a sniper at all throughout the course of playing?
Yeah.
Okay, so talk about the now you can see through your peripherals and what's going on outside the scope.
Sometimes it messes me up. I was talking with Hex about it. Sometimes it messes you up because if you're changing, if you're zooming in, say like you're looking at a wall that's closer to you and then you zoom past the wall and it goes really far, that kind of messes up your vision and stuff like that as far as, keeping your bearings. But I was talking with Robert from Activision, and he was saying, quickscoping is in the game, but it's much harder now. It's so like, and if you compare like MW2 and Black Ops 2, right? He's saying that those games, if you could quickscope, then you're like a high school or a college basketball like player as far as quickscoping. And now if you can do it, you're like an NBA player. That's how hard and difficult it is, but it's in the game. I was sniping mainly on search and rescue on whiteout. It feels good. It's really fun to snipe. It's not like Black Ops 1 sniping. It's really good.
Okay, so obviously this game they changed so many things about it. Does this game still feel like a Call of Duty, or does it feel like Battlefield 3?
Call of Duty doesn't feel anything like Battlefield. I didn't even find myself really using the what do you call the things? The dynamic maps.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really find myself ever doing that, except if I got like the Odin strike on what was the map? Strike Zone, or I didn't really find myself doing anything like that. I didn't find myself blowing up walls because whiteout I don't think you could really do anything, and Octane I was just too busy running around and getting kills. But yeah, it's not Battlefield at all.
I know they had a bunch of the guns locked, but what guns from the past are for sure coming back?
They didn't you couldn't fault, but if you guys can watch the reveal when they start going S-ups, you can pause the shows all these assault rifles that are going to be in the game.
Your mic's cutting out.
No? Hello?
It's better.
Okay. Hold up. Okay. So the FAD is back. That's one thing I know is definitely back from MW3. Why is everyone saying rotate the convo? Aix isn't even in the call, guys. I'm sorry. Aix is left, I think.
Yeah, Aix headed out for the night, guys. He finished up what he wanted to talk about, so he's kind of just gonna go back to playing or chilling or whatever. So
MTAR is in it, but that's a different. The MTAR is now.
Your voice is lagging really bad, man. Illuminati must not want you talking about it, apparently.
Hello.
That's better.
Okay. Streaming. I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't know, but the MTAR.
All right, yeah, you're still getting completely messed up. So fix
Uh,
your connection or something here.
I don't know what's going on.
People in the chat want to know what the Xbox One controller feels like.
Feels like shit.
Does it?
Well, at least it's okay.
I think you're getting DOSed, Max.
Off the stream. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Out of some things. Okay. Hello. 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 Good still
Yeah.
or no?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Xbox One controller felt like shit for me.
I heard it was like really small. Like
The
I don't
control
know.
sticks are extremely small, and the bumper buttons feel like doo doo. That's
Good to
as far
know.
as that's as far as I'm going to say about that.
Yeah.
But the MTAR is back. I said it like 3 times already, but it's a submachine gun now, and the Vector is back as well.
So okay, what do you think about a few things? The new knife animation, the new mantle animation where you could shoot during mantling, all this stuff. Tell us what you think about all that.
The knifing animation of Black Ops 2, I'll tell you that. And man, it felt. That's why I say it's because you climb it over the weight and then the idea that and the knee slide is to encourage fast gameplay.
Yeah, Max, you're I don't know if it's your connection, your mic, or what it is,
Yeah.
but something is very messed up.
You know what, guys? We're gonna take a quick break, try to get his connection, all that figured out. So we'll be back in around a minute or two. So yeah, guys, make sure to tweet the stream. We'll be back, continue this discussion, things like that. So
We're also gonna do some chat questions, guys. So stick around and we'll do that.
yep, be right back.
All right, guys, we are back here with ESN Late Night. Sorry about that. Odslice is having some connection issues, I guess. So basically, until he gets back, guys, we're just gonna do some Q&A from the chat. Keep it COD related. So if you have any questions at all, go ahead and post them in here, and we'll answer some of them. No questions. This is fantastic.
What did you think of the lean and slide? Okay, so Max isn't here to tell you guys what he personally thought about it. But I think it's, I don't know. The lean, it could be cool. I don't know if I'm a fan of it, to be honest. I'm going to have to play. And as far as the slide, I think that's pretty sweet, to be honest.
I don't know. I don't like the leaning. I don't mind the sliding. I think it'll be, making the game a little bit more fast paced. But I don't like the leaning at all.
Yeah.
Somebody asked about kill streaks. I think kill streaks have to stay involved in competitive Call of Duty.
Yeah, I want to ask him about that when he comes back. I just don't know. Like, some of the streaks looked a little weird. What do you guys mean? Okay, I'm seeing a lot of questions of what happened with Ava. What do you guys mean what happened with Ava?
I'm pretty sure they're talking about the Max situation.
Oh, okay. So basically, she posted a pic, and they were out to eat with dinner with Sean. She posted a pic saying on a date with Max. That was it, guys. It was a joke. It was a giant joke. That's all. So I'll tell a quick story while we wait.
No, you won't.
Black Vista sent me the question on Skype. But anyway, so we get in our staff call today, and Sean, the owner, he went to COD Champs as well. He was telling us, he bought dinner on Wednesday after the event, and Max goes and he buys like, what do you buy, Creeper? Calamari, a bunch of stuff, right? So he buys like $100 worth of food, and Sean's like, oh man. Normally you buy like a steak or something, but Odd Slice went all the way out there.
Yeah, so far tonight, guys, we have Odd Slice and Hype talking about irrelevant stuff. So, yep, right there it is. STF
And salmon.
There it is.
Calamari and salmon. Salmon, my bad. And fries, my bad. So, Black Vista wants to know why I'm so good looking and appealing. Well, I guess it's just natural, to be honest. Another question is, why do I drop donuts? Because I'm a semi-amateur player. Someone asked, is a lot going to be banned in Ghost?
With the amount of stuff they have added, a lot is going to be banned, I feel.
Yeah, I agree. There's so much going on that there's a lot of new additions, I think. What do we have? 30 or close to 30 possible perks? Like, if there's with that many, I mean, yeah, you're going to be banning a lot of them, I could imagine. I don't know.
Yeah, Mountain Dew actually just linked something in the chat that has a list of all the perks, and some of them are ridiculous.
Yeah. So I'll go through here. We kind of talk about which ones I think will be banned really quick. So we got speed-wise, we got quick draw. That'll stay. Sleight of hand, that'll stay, right? You agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. Agility, faster movement, speed. And I don't know. Marathon, that'll probably stay. Stalker, that'll stay, right?
Yep.
Faster, yeah, definitely.
Hello.
Welcome back, Max.
Okay, let's go. Let's get the discussion continuing. All right, what were we talking about?
I think you were talking about the whole sliding feature.
Right. I said sliding and mantling add to the fact that it makes the game faster paced. Speeds up the pace of the entire game, which I love.
Yeah.
That's one thing that was cool too, is the honey badger, the assault rifle I was using, has a built-in silencer on it already, so you don't have to actually add a.
Really?
Yeah. So you actually didn't have to add a silencer attachment to it, so I was able to work around that kind of stuff.
Pretty sweet.
What else? I didn't use any LMGs. I don't know if the MTAR was good. The Vector melted like a maniac.
Okay, so a quick question was this. After playing with the kill streaks, do you think they're going to be viable for competitive, or do you think they're not going to be any good for the Ferret this year?
Don't know. They didn't really have that many kill streaks for us to work with.
Okay.
I only used the assault class. I didn't use the specialist class because I didn't feel the specialist wasn't available, and I didn't use the support one just because I didn't feel I'm not a support player. I'm very selfish. So the dog felt cool. I like the dog. I like the new SATCOMs where you place the UAV down.
Mm-hmm.
Thought that was a cool feature, and I thought that the Juggernaut Maniac, although it's really strong, the knife does slow him down. You knife someone, you can still eliminate.
Yeah.
It's not big of a nuisance.
Yeah, definitely. What else? Trying to think of what some of the other major questions were.
Guys, we have no inside information on anything that they may bring back or aren't. This is just our opinions on this here. Somebody asked about league play. I don't think it'll be called league play, but I do think they have to have a certain game type for competitive players.
Here's the thing. Answer. Is there anything regarding like COD?
Hi, I mean, Max, I don't know if it's your internet or what, but you're done for the night, basically.
Yeah. Max's connection is completely terrible right now, guys. I don't know what's going on. We'll probably have to continue our discussion with him about COD Ghosts tomorrow.
Somebody in the chat, if you know, go ahead and answer this. On search and rescue, how many lives do you actually have?
You have unlimited.
You have unlimited? Okay, that right there, unless they change that, search and rescue will not be feasible for competitive.
What?
Are you crazy? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Wow, it is close call.
I wish I could have a debate with you right now, but I can't understand a word you're saying.
Man, you know what, guys? I think we're having too many technical issues with Max to...
Wait. I'm going ahead. Just call me on my iPad.
So, guys, we are having, in fact, a transition.
Hold on. For people in the chat, if it can be changed to have, like, you have 2 lives, for instance, that'd be fine. But if you have unlimited lives, and all 4 of your teammates stick together in this rush 1 bomb site, you will never go 4 down. Ever.
Yeah. Sure. Let's see if we can get him back on his iPad.
Also, like, if you compare it to search and destroy like we have now, snipers are out of the game completely. Grenades are basically pointless. I mean, there'll be no use for them.
Yeah, guys, if you did miss the beginning of the show, it will be uploaded later on tonight or tomorrow on youtube.com/esportsnationtv. So, yeah, you can catch it there.
I believe if your dog tag gets picked up, you respawn, back in your spawn point. So, I mean, if it's a big map, okay. But, in the history, we don't use a lot of big maps. Could you imagine, like, search and rescue on, like, Raid? That would be absolutely beyond messed up.
What's up, Max?
Hold on. Hello?
Oh, Tyndall.
Welcome back.
Can you? Okay, cool. You can hear me?
Oh, barely. Yeah.
How about now? Yes?
Yep.
Okay, here. I'll tell you why Search and Rescue is going to game mode for competitive as Search and Destroy is concerned. It encourages fast gameplay. It's getting up into because you have to kill them and you have to pick up the... If you don't do that, then the enemy will just be able to revive you. So if I'm playing on Raid and I pick you up from top laundry, so I'm in
It's
laundry.
a pointless kill. It's a pointless kill.
No, it's not.
How is it not?
Because it's the same way. It's the same other way. If you kill me in laundry, or if you kill me in laundry, I kill you in laundry, your teammate is still going to pick you up.
That's what I'm talking about. It makes snipers irrelevant. It takes long range assault rifles, makes them irrelevant.
It doesn't make them irrelevant at all. Okay. So say.
How does it not?
Listen. If you're playing on an open map, and you snipe somebody, you snipe someone right across map. Now the teammate has to go pick up their tag. If they don't, the teammate's still not coming back in the round. But if they run to get the tag, they're exposing themselves. For you to take them out. Then you get 2 tags. You're not. Right. Honestly, the game mode isn't.
Saying you get map advantage. That's correct. But in order for that game type to work, they need to change a lot. The round timer for search and rescue needs to be like 3 minutes or something. And that's not going to work. Because search and rescue on like a 90-second game type, like we play right now with search and destroy, be beyond hectic.
If you're saying limit search and rescue lives, then why don't we just add 3 lives into a search and destroy round now?
Because you still have the element of maybe possibly not getting that extra life with your dog tag if you are stupid and push by yourself.
But even if you're stupid and push by yourself, then you wouldn't have then there'd be... Either way, you're still going to die.
See, my only thing is I think it eliminates the point for snipers and nades. Because you can hit a good sniper shot or a good pre-nade, but if they get just revived, then what's the point of having it?
What is the first thing we hear on a search and destroy round every time? Well,
sniper
this person has a sniper, or they're going to try and get a pick.
Yeah.
So if both teams are at a stalemate and somebody gets a pick, guess what? That pick means absolutely nothing now.
It's way more strategical and way more methodical. It's a much better.
If they do this, the offense should win every round of search and rescue. Every single round.
I'm putting you on blast on Twitter, by the way.
That's fine. Chad, if you disagree with, let me know. You don't think? I think the offense would have a huge advantage because defensively, you have to split up. Offensively, if you push all 4 people to one bomb site, you're very rarely going to get all 4 down.
You know, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna create a poll right now and put it on ESN, and you guys are allowed to vote for which, if you think it'll be a competitive game mode or not. So I'll have that poll up in around like 2 or 3 minutes. You guys keep talking and arguing about whatever.
Okay. Okay, so on the only map I really played Search and Rescue on, which was Whiteout.
But then again, guys, 1 second before you jump into that, it all depends on the map types. I don't know the maps for Ghost, so it may work better, but comparing them to maps that we are familiar with, it wouldn't work.
Okay. Say you're playing on Standoff. Now,
Okay.
if you pick someone off Top Grandma's, so there's usually always a fight from Top Grandma's and Top Store. Now, say someone gets the lucky pick, right? And, you drop your dog tag in the middle of the window. The enemy still has to, your teammate still has to go pick the dog tag up and put your teammate's life at risk by picking up the dog tag. Now, if they pick it up, then you come back in the round, but someone is probably still going to die again.
All right, here, let's use Standoff, okay? The bomb site that is over by Tractor.
A-ball.
If you were on offense,
Okay.
if you send all 4 people straight up rushing over there, let's go for it. Let's say you kill 2 of them, they kill 2 of you. You get the bomb down. Bomb timer's 45 seconds. You're going to pick up your team's dog tags, and then you can just keep cycling that back. So you have 45 seconds here, and it's like, okay, I just killed somebody, but guess what? He's not out of the game because his teammate just got his dog tag. It would make it so offensively based, it wouldn't be funny.
How? It works both ways.
No, because defense has to split up.
No, they don't.
Really?
If the offensive team is in a losing situation, which you're saying is like 3-1. So say, they're on defense and you're down 3-1. You have 3 teammates against 1.
You just said the defense doesn't need to split up. How is that the case if you're playing with 2 bomb sites? Do you not have to have somebody on another bomb site?
But okay. Either way, if the defense splits up, the offensive person. I'm saying if you're in a situation where the defensive team has more than 2 people, are you going to put? You stack people at bomb sites. That's what we were doing. Me and Amanda were, if we were both in the A bomb on Whiteout, I would have her watch one way and me watch the other way. And if I got picked, I'd say, go pick up my dog tags. He's top cliff or whatever.
But what I'm trying to tell you is exactly what you just told me works against you. Because you're watching one way, she's watching the other way. Let's say all 4 people rush you. Even if you take 2 of them out, just figuratively speaking, and then they kill you, they have 2 people at the bomb site and 2 people off spawn, already on their way back there.
You're saying that if I 4-man rush into A bomb on Standoff, and if I get it's the same thing as search and destroy.
No, but what I'm saying is, for instance, if the defensive team gets 2 kills and then that player dies, their team is still up 3-2. Man advantage wise, correct?
Right.
Okay. However, with search and rescue, every single time you die, if you push as a team, you'll never ever be out of the game unless the time runs out.
So if a 4-man team is the defense has to spend at least 4 people. It's obviously
Your stuff's lagging again, by the way.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're not going to go into it anymore. I just feel if an offensive team sticks together, they will not lose a round in search and rescue unless the time expires.
the defensive team stays together.
Well, okay, then let's just say that, figuratively speaking, the whole defensive team sticks together and they choose to go to B, and the offensive team pushes A. The bomb is planted, unlimited life.
That's happened before, and on like Black Ops 2 Search and Destroy, unlike Raid, if the team normally
yes,
pushes
but if
B.
you get a kill, they're dead. They're done.
What do you mean?
Are you?
You're saying that if there's one person at B, and 3 teammates are at A, and they push B, and they kill the one guy at B, you're saying the round is over because the offensive team can be revived unlimited times?
Yeah, because they're going to plant the bomb. The bomb timer is only 45 seconds. You're not going to be able to kill all 4 of them, defuse the bomb, and get all the dog tags.
Why not?
Really?
If you get 3 picks, you have one guy just run to the bomb, and the other 2 people go pick up the dog tags.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
It's weird. I don't know.
All I'm saying here is just if everybody rushes the bomb site and you get the bomb planted, you're not going to lose your.
That's not true.
The bomb is never going to be defused.
That's not true at all.
I guess we.
Yeah, I don't know. So let's do this, guys. Let's actually take like 2 or 3 chat questions about Ghost, and we'll let Max answer from his experience playing, and then we'll wrap it up for the night.
Okay, last point. If you have someone, so say you're playing on Raid or whatever, you're doing search and rescue, you have someone outside of Ring at the head glitch, and you have one guy top laundry, or whatever, right? And you're on a 1-on-2 situation, and you're saying that the guy has to be revived no matter what. If you pick the guy at Raid, the guy at laundry has to get the tag. Now, the guy has to pick you, or either way, there's going to be a gunfight again. The guy's not going to revive him.
Which is why I'm saying if an offense all-out rushes 4 people to a bomb site, they're going to get the bomb planted. Every time, unless somebody gets a 3-piece or something like that, which isn't going to happen a lot.
Yeah, so then why don't people just rush a bomb site now?
Because now you can get picked off. One person could die up front, and then that person can move back. In search and rescue, that person gets picked. He's only 5 seconds behind in spawn.
No, that's not okay. If a person, say they're rushing down Raid steps on laundry, if they're pushing those steps, and the tag gets dropped in the middle of the steps, the teammate has to go out of his way and make himself extremely vulnerable to pick up his teammate's tag, which means he can get picked again. Then there's 2 down. Or vice versa, if they're rushing from driveway side or anything like that, or if they're rushing pool side on offense. Like, if they get picked open steps, the teammate has to go and pick up his tag. The guy doesn't automatically just come up alive.
We're just gonna have to agree to disagree on this one.
The guy doesn't pull a Jesus on Easter.
All right. So I actually can't reconnect to the chat. So if you want to pick one question about the game, great, Brendan. We'll wrap it up. Go ahead.
Somebody asked. I'm not going to use one, but the dynamic map elements. I don't think they'll be used in competitive play at all.
Max, your experience with I can't even think. Dynamic maps, yeah.
Okay, the only map that really had dynamic elements that I played on were Strike Zone and Octane. Strike Zone was only dynamic if you got the Odin Strike, which completely changed the map. And it changes the map the same every time. It's not like you're changing it different times every time you drop a strike. Octane, same thing. There was, you could blow a hole open to. There's one where you could blow up the gas station, which you saw on stream. Blow open a container to get a special care package on Cranked or whatever. But obviously that's not going to be in there. But I don't see why you can't blow off a building and create a head glitch or something like that. But it's not like it's not like Battlefield where you can shoot anything and anything blows up. It's some special areas blow up. At least
is the FAMAS back?
I don't know. I don't think so.
People keep asking about it. I thought they might have heard something.
Yeah. So
I don't think so.
I think you guys want to do one more question and
Yeah, we'll do one more question, then we're gonna head off for the night, guys.
They want to know how my
date. We're gonna go have a debate for about an hour and a half.
How's my date? My date was cool. We had a candlelit dinner in the hotel, and Sean sat there because it wasn't a date.
So the truth comes out. Breaking news, everybody.
Agreed, Austin.
What do you say?
What do you say?
He said defense is at a disadvantage. We're not bringing it back up.
Oh man.
Not true at all. Whoever gets the first kill is in the advantage. Same way
All
anyway.
right, I'm gonna bash my head off my desk in a minute if you guys keep talking about it. Awkward moment then someone about it. Oh man.
Yeah, so we should start talking about it again and see if Hypo actually hit us out.
I
How
will,
many,
dude.
how many pieces of broccoli did Ava eat? She actually didn't eat any. She got her food and then left because by the time the food came out, no one was hungry anymore.
Yeah. So
Can you still drop shot, Max?
Yeah, why wouldn't you be able to? I was drop shotting the entire time.
Okay, well that is
Fair
Hector,
enough.
ladies and gentlemen.
There you go, guys. So, God.
You could drop shot, you could jump shot, you could moho jump, you could turn off the game and go do something else. I mean, you could do anything.
Awesome. There you go, guys. Breaking news. You are, in fact, allowed to drop shot.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, guys, I think this is going to wrap
Marks and rifles? Oh, hold on. Let's just take a couple more questions. Oh, yeah, I forgot you guys started at 11:30. I mean, 10:30. My fault.
Yeah.
I didn't play rifles are OP as far as the had the A2. If you tapped it, trigger finger, it was a really good gun. So I'm really going to see my marks and rifles instead of ARs now. We'll see.
Awesome. So,
yes, YY delay is back. Oh my lord.
Awesome.
Sorry.
So, anyway, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. You know, like I said, guys, we are changing the schedule. We're working out the kinks with everything, trying to figure all that out. So we'll let you guys know on a final schedule soon for, you know, once school starts and everything. So we'll keep you guys updated. Probably, maybe by Sunday or Monday, we'll have a definite schedule on what we're going to be doing. Anyway, guys, make sure to thank Scuff Gaming, Elgato Gaming, and Gamma Gamers, you know, for supporting us and making what we do possible. I'm going to make this quick, guys. As always, follow myself at @ES_hype. Creeper.
Yeah, it's at ES_creeper. If you guys ever want to debate any COD related, just tweet at me. I'm always down for a good debate.
Odd Slice.
If you want to know about my day, follow me on Twitter at ESM_Odslice.
Alright, awesome. And make sure to follow our producer for the night.
That's right,
Check
guys.
yourself out.
Our producer is not Marshall.
Shout yourself out more if you want. Oh, okay. Well,
All right,
follow at
ladies
Master
and
Moyer on Twitter.
Master Moyer is our new producer right now. So
Awesome.
Maurice?
Maurice. Oh man. So anyway, guys, that's gonna do it. Thank you for tuning in to ESN Late Night episode 33. We'll have the full thing uploaded where Ake speaks out on, you know, basically going to events and not caring about winning, things like that. Everything will be on youtube.com/esportsnationtv. Make sure to subscribe. We'll have it up later on tonight or tomorrow morning for sure. Anyway, guys, have a good night and thanks for watching.